Hello, friends. This is Miss G here. Thank you for stopping by. Today, I'm going to share the book that we will be reading today for story time. The book is called Snow Magic by Katherine, Tegen, and Brandon Dorman. After reading the story, we're going to move on to a drawing activity. So please don't go. Wait until we're done with the reading and the drawing. Okay, let's do it. All right, so this is our book. Again, the title is Snowman Magic by Katherine Tegen and Brandon Dorman. Let's turn the pages and find out what it is about. Ready? It had been snowing all day. Snowing, snowing, snowing. George was bored. There was no school, so he needed something to do. He kept looking out the window. Could it ever stop? The next morning, the sun was shining. When George looked out the window, everything was a brilliant white. The snow was so bright it was almost hard to look at. If he squinted, he could see it. He could see it was very deep, and it had drifted high against the slope in his backyard. George put on his warm socks and his snow pants and his flannel shirt. Then he put on his snow jacket, his boots, his mittens, and his hat. He was ready. Outside, the air smelled clean and cold. George plunged into the snow. It was fluffy but crunchy too. He made a snowball and threw it against a tree. It was very, very quiet. George took some snow and packed it into a snowball. Then he started rolling the ball in the snow. The ball got bigger and bigger. When the ball got too heavy to roll, he stopped rolling it near the bottom of the slope. Then he started rolling a medium-sized ball. He put it on top of the big ball. Finally, he made a small ball for the top. Ooh, that looks really heavy, George. George went inside the house and found a scarf in the closet and a carrot in the refrigerator. In the old days, his mother told him people used to take pieces of coal and use them to make ice. But there wasn't any coal in George's house, so he found 2 buttons and brought them outside with the scarf and the carrot. He carefully pushed the buttons in the small bowl near the top. He stuck the carrot in the center. He found a few small twigs and used them to make a mouth. He wrapped the scarf between the top ball and the middle ball, and he found 2 branches to stick into the sides of the middle ball. It was a perfect snowman. George turned his head. He thought he saw the snowman smiling at him. Could it be? What do you think? Look at him. Is he smiling? Time for a snack, said George. He went inside the house and got 2 mugs of hot chocolate and some cookies. He put them on the snow table. Would you like some to eat? George asked. I can't drink hot chocolate, the snowman said, but a cookie would be nice. What would you choose? Would you get the hot chocolate or the cookies? It's a tough question, right? After their snack, George made a cave. Tumbling deep into the slope, he piled up some snowballs at the entrance. Then he threw a couple at the snowman. The snowman made some snowballs and threw them back at George. His long branch arms helped him throw the snowballs very far. It was hard to say who won the fight, but it was still fun. The snowman chased George around the yard, and then George chased the snowman. The snowman couldn't move that fast, so it was easy for George to sneak up on him. Got you! It was starting to get dark. George didn't want to go inside, but his mother was calling him. Goodbye, Snowman, he said. I will see you tomorrow. George thought he heard the snowman say, Good night. The next day was warmer. The sun was even brighter, and the snowman was shrinking. George played with him all day, but he could tell that the snowman didn't have quite the same energy. Look at him! What's going on? Then it was Monday. George had to go to school. It was another bright, warm day. When he came home, the snowman was almost gone. Look! The scarf and the carrot and the buttons had slipped down. He could hardly recognize his snowman. The cave had collapsed too, and the snow table had melted. Oh, look at George's face. Do you think he's happy or sad? The next morning, George looked out the window. It was snowing, 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 snowing. He couldn't wait to build his snowman again. The end. All right, friends, good job paying attention to the reading. Now we're going to move on to the activity. You need a whiteboard and your marker. If you don't have a whiteboard, it's fine. You can use a piece of paper and a pencil or anything that you have, it's fine. This is all about having fun. So let's draw our snowman. Remember, George said he used different sizes for the snowballs so he could make his snowman, right? These are giant snowballs, by the way. So he used a large size for the bottom. So we're gonna draw a large size snowball for the bottom. And then we're gonna draw a medium size for the middle. And a small size for the top. That would be the head. George used 2 buttons that he'd found. 2 buttons for the eyes. He used a carrot that he found in the refrigerator. And he used 2 twigs for the mouth. He used 2 branches for the arms. Let's give him 3 fingers. And then here's the other arm. And he used more buttons for the belly. And how about the scarf? Let's draw a scarf. I'm gonna draw a scarf like that. I'm gonna draw 2 long rectangles and some little things sticking out. And then just try your best. And on the top, we wanna draw the hat. I'm gonna make a line, a straight line on the top, right on the side, and then a long rectangle. Look, there is our snowman. I hope you guys liked the activity.